Everyone is celebrating that the World Cup is coming to town, and on the surface, it looks amazing. More tourists, more business, more attention, more money flowing through the city. But here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. That money does not automatically flow into your pocket. If you are not careful, a mega event can quietly drain your bank account. When hundreds of thousands of visitors show up at the same time, your city does not magically create more apartments, parking spaces, restaurants, hotel rooms, or grocery stores overnight. Demand explodes, supply stays tight, and prices start moving. Rent, food, gas, parking, ride shares, restaurants, even your morning coffee. This is the hidden danger of living in a host city. I call it the host city price squeeze. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why it hits regular people first, and the defensive moves you should make before the tourists arrive. Let's start with the illusion. When a city hosts a global event like the World Cup, the headlines sound incredible. Billions in economic activity, packed hotels, full restaurants, sold-out events, international attention. And to be fair, some businesses will absolutely make money. Hotels can raise rates, restaurants can stay packed, short-term rental hosts can charge more, vendors can sell to tourists, but the average local resident is not automatically included in that boom. You might not get a raise, your salary might not change, your rent might not go down, your grocery bill definitely will not care that FIFA is in town. The city may get busier, but your paycheck may stay exactly the same. When demand rises faster than local supply, the pressure usually shows up in prices. More people chasing the same housing, food, rides, parking, and entertainment. Someone benefits from that. But it might not be you. Have you ever seen an Uber double in price after a concert? Now imagine that same idea spreading across your city for weeks. That is the real risk. The biggest danger is not that one price goes up, it is that everything gets a little more expensive at the same time. That is what destroys your monthly margin. Your margin is the money left after your fixed bills are paid. It is the money you use to save, invest, build an emergency fund, pay down debt, or avoid living paycheck to paycheck. For some people, that margin is already thin. Maybe it is $700, maybe it is $400, maybe it is $150, maybe it is nothing. Now imagine your city enters World Cup season. Restaurants raise prices, delivery apps add fees, gas stations get busier, parking becomes harder, grocery stores face heavier demand, local entertainment gets more expensive. Suddenly, your regular life costs $200 or $300 more that month. You did not upgrade your lifestyle. You did not buy luxury items. You did not become irresponsible. Your environment simply became more expensive. Your income is the same. Your habits are the same, but your margin disappears. You are getting squeezed without spending a single extra dollar on yourself. This is why host city inflation is dangerous. Sometimes it arrives as 10 small increases that quietly erase your progress. Now let's talk about the biggest risk, housing. If you rent, this is where you need to pay attention. During major events, short-term rental demand can explode. A unit that normally rents monthly to a local resident may suddenly look more profitable as a short-term rental. A landlord may start doing the math. What can I make from a regular tenant versus tourist for 2, 3, or 4 weeks? Even if they do not convert the unit, the market psychology changes. Landlords see higher demand, headlines about visitors, and short-term rental prices. Suddenly, your renewal becomes more vulnerable. This is especially risky if your lease expires close to the tournament. You might be a good tenant, you might pay on time, you might have lived there for years, but your landlord may be comparing your rent to tourist demand. Your landlord is not emotional about your rent. They are doing math. If the math changes, your housing security can change with it. That does not mean every renter gets pushed out. But you should not wait until the last minute to protect your housing costs. Once everyone else starts reacting, your leverage goes down. So how do you defend yourself? Defense move number 1. Lock your fixed costs early. Your fixed costs are the expenses that can hurt you the most because they repeat every month. Rent, insurance, phone plan, internet, transportation, debt payments, utilities where possible. If you rent, Do not casually let your lease expire near the tournament dates. Talk to your landlord early, 6 months early if you can. Ask about renewing before the pressure peaks. If the numbers make sense, consider negotiating a longer lease, 18 months, 24 months, whatever gives you stability. The goal is not just saving money, the goal is reducing uncertainty. If you can lock your rent before the host city frenzy peaks, you protect the biggest line item in your budget. A longer lease is not just about lower rent. It is about making sure your home does not become someone else's short-term rental opportunity. And this idea goes beyond rent. If you know prices are likely to rise in your area, lock in what you reasonably can. Buy non-perishable household goods before the rush. Stock pantry basics. Refill medication early if possible. Handle car maintenance before demand spikes. Plan transportation before parking and rideshare prices surge. You do not need to panic buy, but you do need to avoid buying everything at peak demand. Defense move number 2 is the automation shield. When your city turns into a month-long party, willpower is not enough. There will be events everywhere. Friends will want to go out, restaurants will be packed, tourist pricing will feel normal, and every business will be trying to get your money. So you need to move your money before the city can take it. The second you get paid, automate the important transfers first. Emergency fund, investments, debt payments, rent account, bills account, savings goals. Move that money before it sits in checking, because money sitting in checking feels available, and available money gets spent. You cannot fall for local surge pricing if you already moved your money out of temptation's reach. If your normal investment transfer is $100 a week, keep it automatic. If your emergency fund transfer is $50 a week, keep it automatic. If your rent money needs to be protected, move it immediately into a separate account. Do not wait until the end of the month to see what is left. During a host city price spike, there may be nothing left. Automation protects your future self from the environment around you. Defense. Move number 3 is simple. Create a separate tourist season budget. Your normal budget may not work during a mega event, so do not pretend nothing is changing. For 1 month, build a temporary defense budget. Add a buffer for groceries, gas, transportation, parking, restaurants, and events, and decide in advance what you are not doing. Maybe you avoid downtown restaurants during peak weekends. Maybe you cook more at home. Maybe you carpool. Maybe you work remotely if your job allows it. Maybe you stay away from tourist zones unless you are actually going to an event. This is not about being boring. It is about not letting a global event bully your budget. If tourists want to pay tourist prices, let them. You do not have to volunteer your paycheck for the same treatment. You do not have to let a global event ruin your local budget. The World Cup may bring excitement, visitors, and business, but your job is to protect your margin, lock your fixed costs, automate your savings, build a tourist season budget, and do it before the crowd arrives. If this opened your eyes to how local inflation works, hit subscribe. I break down invisible money traps like this every week. Download the free Host City Inflation Defense Plan linked below. It includes the timeline, the checklist, and the exact money moves to protect your monthly margin before prices spike. A mega event can be exciting. Just make sure you are not the one secretly paying for it. See you in the next one.